Good morning. I haven't posted a video of this yet. This was some yard art that was, well, it was quite a contraption when this Ford truck with that flathead 6 was converted into a homemade crane. This is a transfer case lever to operate mechanical gears. Ran this transfer case, which does seem to work, to that shaft, to the original winch. And that was a heavy-duty winch on this thing. A lot more winch than this 16-foot boom could ever need. Drive shaft's disconnected so the wheels will turn. Engine's frozen, transmission's frozen, clutch is frozen. I'm not even going to fool with it. I've greased the grease fittings on the vehicle. I rebuilt this pulley and added that chain. Part that actually was in here on this cable for the topping lift. I put an eye splice in it, and the clamp is just for good measures. That's how long the cable is. And it connects up in here. I'm gonna put another clamp on this, maybe two. This was all buried out, and I cut it off, and I created this handle myself because it was not included. And I've been working on the pulley system that raises and lowers this. Boom. These are the pulleys, and some of the other parts that I had to take off, and not in the greatest of shape, but I think I may be able to rebuild them. I don't know. I have no idea what an L45 is. One of the biggest problems that I foresee on this was, let me climb up here and look at it to see it, was the pulleys were actually resting on the frame, and vibration damaged them. This is all homemade. I got this piece that's in here, which is hollow tube. The actual head on this, or the pulley block, for the runner actually rotates right and left. I got it freed up so it could do so. The tail lights and the stove light, I created that myself. And I gotta take this part off, which I did on this end, so I can get this out. These would be together like this. I have temporarily put don't know where it happened to it, a piece of steel in here to lift this up. To lift this up in here. And I'll probably be welding a piece across here to prevent any further damage to the pulleys to be done to it. Right in here, I'll put in that piece of steel so these will rest on it, and the pulleys will not be resting on this section in here. Boom is 16 feet long. Front to rear, the truck is also 16 feet long. This is a homemade conversion. And believe it or not, I paid $500 for it. I intend to make it a working piece of equipment, but I'll be putting the electric winch in here and figuring out how to mount an electric winch up here so I don't have to worry about creating mounting the electric winch up here. And this thing may function, but I kind of doubt that it's going to be easy to do so as far as cranking that's concerned. So I'm going to put a winch in here and just use this thing for holding it in place. This right in here is the lock, which prevents the cable from moving. As you can see. And I made this handle myself out of scrap metal. And it even spins nicely. Well, that's all for that video portion. Needs new tires. Other minor accomplishments. Saw an advertisement. Twin Falls, Idaho. Trailers made from trucks. $200 a piece. I got a new one, replaced this one because it was broken, but I also added my extra tailor lights to it. This is from the back end of a Chevy S10, quarter ton, and that's a 3/4 ton Chevy. I got my wiring kit already installed, working on that one. And yes, I still have to pull the motor on the F-150 and rebuild it. Moving on down the line. In the welding projects, I like that thing. It's been a work saver. I got to do a compression test on this puppy and put new spark plugs in it. Maybe it'll run better. This is finished up, but I got to tidy up the wiring still. But one of my endeavors of the last week was to build this. Now, that's so when I climb up this ladder, I got something to hang on to here. Remember, I'm going to be 70 years of age in a couple of months. Ain't getting any younger. And that's the end of the video. Have a blessed day in the Lord.